opposing side and opposing side. I'm here as THB. I'm on the opposing side. Our motion today is human rights should be removed in the Rwandan law. I agree 100% for that. Now I'm a prime minister of the government side. 100% I agree with this motion. Why? Because of the first point, because of opening the government and the closing government. Like about an opening the government, a frame removing the human rights as rejecting Western level rights in favor and stability and duties. Also, use security development as many themes. About on a closing government, extend by showing long-term benefits, sustainable development, and for centric government model. Also, bring comparative example, China, because I can consider to this motion by using an example. For example, nowadays we can improve the sustainable development with increasing the income in other activities instead of collecting taxes from the citizens. Like we collect the citizens from we collect the taxes from the citizens by respecting their rights, but when we remove that in Rwandan society, some people or citizens they
So thank you very much. Your time is over.
Yes, it's true. According to the rights in the past, in Rwanda, there's some things which comes genocide on the people. People think that they have rights to do things they need, so they start killing each other. When we remove these rights, in those days, those people will say 1 million of people dead, they should not die. Another point, even you can see in nowadays, even God wanted to create a human people. He creates a man and a woman, not a man to man. You see, in these days, people are getting married a man to man because they have their rights. So if we remove those rights, you cannot see those people in our world. We end up on saying that when you see nowadays in other countries, they are using their rights to talk about the presidents, the ministers, about the policies, securities, because they have that right. But when you remove these rights, people will go in one line, using one line without passing everywhere. So, me, I'm on human rights should be removed in Rwanda because many people do what they think is right and it is negative for people. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to ask that. So, as the government side, don't you think that if you remove these human rights, that's you're dictating? That's dictatorship. So, which government will be having like a democracy like Rwanda, which has dictatorship? Maybe you'll be thinking at it as a government side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to answer using the neighbors countries. Clear? When you see in the Ugandan country, people are dying day by day. Sure, am I right? And people, they are using those rights because I'm Ugandans, I must keep these Rwandan people because they have that right. But when you remove these rights of people thinking they can do what they need, people are going to live very free without any.
So thank you very much. Your time is over.
Good afternoon.
Chairperson, government side and opposition side. Thank you so much. So, my name is Sania Abacha from opposition side, and I'm a deputy opposition leader. So, our motion today says that this House believes that human rights should be removed in Rwanda. I'm totally disagree with that because the human right is more important to every human. Everyone in this world needs their right. For example, there are people who stay here in the class, they have education, they have home because it's their right. So if it should be removed, there is some people who are staying here, they cannot exist here because they don't have right to stay here in the class and they should lose their home because their right is removed. So instead of removing the human rights law in Rwanda, should be implemented more and more because it has a more big role in our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
very
Thank
much.
you.
And
Good evening.
Position side. This also was that human rights should be ruled on Rwanda. There are some things that you guys cannot understand. I'm sorry, words can't read that. Yeah, so you just have to take questions. So human rights should be removed in Rwanda. There is something that you should understand because when you are talking about human rights, it's the right that the person has to do everything that they want, and there will be like sanctions. So let's take a look at our ancient Rwanda. When we were ruled maybe by kings, we had what we call gacaca. In gacaca, people also, if they had like some misunderstanding, they would go and resolve those issues where it is gacaca. Not because they're like, I have to do this, I have to do this, and kind of command you to do what other people do because it's not right. No. So we have like in Rwanda, right nowadays, Rwanda is considered as the fastest country in the world and as the like country which has so high security. Why? Here we going to prioritize security over rights because we have what we call policy making. In policy making, that's what people should follow because we, as the government side, if we say that human rights should be removed in Rwanda, we have what we call policy. Those policies are the ones that people will be following instead of what? Instead of their human rights. In Rwanda, mind you, long time ago, we didn't have these things of gay or men married men or women like that. Why? Because we had principles. But nowadays, no, I have my rights. And like in America, you see a child, you cannot collect them, you cannot beat them. Why? Because they have the right. I'll call the cop, I'll call the police on you if you beat them. But here in Rwanda, if we put those principles, if we put those policies, they will guide people to do more good things, right? And we have development first. We have development first. Do you think that all those people who pay taxes, they pay because they want to? No, that's the policy. That's one thing that is guiding them to do the thing, even though they don't want to do it, but they are doing it for the best. And we also have human rights as Western imposition. Before this Western imposition, before this American imposition on us, it's not that we didn't have all the ability to speak.
So thank you very much. Your time is over. So take
Excitement today. My side, thank you for all. I'm here to propose this motion which states that human rights should be removed in Rwanda rule. Thank you. This motion is so interesting for me. How can human rights be removed? If I'm a human, how can my rights be removed? Let me start with the project. You may be saying that people, if they remove the rights and we put the policies, they will follow them. But if those policies, of course they are followed, but they are followed because they know that they have the rights to. They have the right to build their country because they know that if I pay taxes, I'll be able to study. They will build the schools and the hospitals. So if you remove those rights, they won't even be able to follow the policies. That's where you will get many refugees. So what's a country without citizens? Thank you. In the project we have, because even in Rwanda, we have like 22% of those who use their roads, their rights in the wrong way. So, if it's that, the first thing we have to share about, we have to be able that each and every citizen is awareness of the rights and the wrong way they are used and the right way they are used. If they know that, they'll be knowing that if I use my rights in the wrong way, they will penalize me like this. not saying that we will remove all their rights. So if we remove the rights, how is the like a sick person going to be treated when you don't have the right to be treated to the hospital? Let's not forget. So I would also come and say that someone tackled on genocide. I may assure you that genocide, if they say genocide, it always be followed by propaganda. To me, the people, they didn't have the right to kill, but the government told them to do so. So if you teach them to do in the right way, they will do in the right way. Those who doesn't do in the right way, you will give the penalties, like being taken to the rehabs, like those ones you were saying, or being settled somewhere, to be aware of their rights, and to be aware of, if I did something wrong, what are they going to do for me? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Position side. Not talk about the motion which says that human rights should be removed in Rwandan law. I'm here to argue with this motion because it will boost love the working, where like that people who found in Rwanda, they sit and think that even if I will not work, I will get money from the county. That will increase the readiness and increase the economy of Rwanda. But if they say, I have no right that at the end of the month I will get the money from Rwanda, I have to initiate my economic job that will boost my development. Another one is, this will increase the Rwandan development, where everyone is striving for self-resilience, where you will sit and think that I have to depend on my side. Another one, there is a quote which will say that the song is ended, but the melody lingers on by Arvin Berry, meaning that we have to not focus on the last. We have to go with the word where it is by increasing your self-resilience. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chairperson. I'm here by the names of Isaac and Leonardo Sende. I am from the opposition side. So, regarding to the motion we have today, so I think human rights, so I don't think this is how it is. Human rights should not be removed, it should remain, because it guides our citizens, and if you know, the government is a parent for its citizens, so it is the one who knows what to do which is wrong and what to do which is right. So it and I'm just becoming to hit the side of some person who came with the idea about the genocide. Genocide happened in Rwanda because people were not aware of the human rights. They were engaged in killing of people because they thought that human rights it means nothing. And our government has implemented this law to tell us that it will guide us in the same way. We will be in the same line. It will guide us to live in together in peace and unity. So I would like also tell you that human rights, as they have said, if you are given your right to do everything you want, it will end up, we citizens will end up being in a necessary conflict where you will be fighting each other, saying that no one who is there to punish me. There is no law which is going to direct me to do this. And so many people have different thoughts. As the people are different, they also have different thoughts. What I think is not what you are thinking. It means that I think wrong in wrong way, you think in a good way. What if I come and do something I want and you come and do something you want? We will end up confusing each other, doing something which is not right totally. So thank you so much. So that is, I think we are the side to win this because they were confusing themselves and